My name is Santiago Halty, and I'm the founder and CEO of Senda Athletics, which is a social venture that makes fair trade and sustainable sports equipment and actually even apparel made in the US. And we're starting to work with two organizations while we're launching in December of 2010. One is Soccer Without Borders, based in Oakland, and they work with at-risk youth, a lot of immigrants and refugees from East Asia, the Middle East, and Central America, and they use soccer to include them in American society and teach them English and like keep them in school. So that's one organization, Soccer Without Borders, that was actually started by my friend Ben Chucardi. And the second one, it's called Defensores del Chaco, and they're based in Buenos Aires, and they work with about 1,200 youth in the outskirts of Buenos Aires, and they use, again, sports as a tool for social development. And actually every person, every kid, and every youth that goes to the program must be in school at the time in order to be part of their program at Defensores del Chaco. So that's great, because it works. A lot of people stay in school just to be part of the program. I think one of the things I was trying to gain was access to mentors and other like-minded people. So people that had been in my shoes maybe 10, 15 years ago and had their experience, or people that are coming from the corporate world and are trying to transition to the social entrepreneurship world and really absorb their knowledge and learn from them, from mentors that have 15, 20, 25, or even 30 years of experience in like amazing companies. So that's what I wanted to get from like the mentor side by entering the competition. And then the other thing is just hang out with other social entrepreneurs, get to meet other people. Especially because GSVC is such an international competition. You get to have people from India, from China, from all over the world, and it's very prestigious competition too. I think what you get from any business plan is the pressure and the deadlines to put your ideas, your financials, your models in paper by a certain date. Being an entrepreneur, you will say like, "Oh, the business model, I'll take care of that later. Right now, I should focus on X." And no, you should be focusing on putting that on paper, getting on that Excel spreadsheet in the beginning, making sure that the numbers do make sense. We got like 6 pages of really good, concrete feedback, and the objections, the doubts they had about Senda. So this is like, in terms of consulting, that's probably like 3-4 hours of like very, very expensive consulting, to get like top mentors, like top Has MBA students. It's like, this is what's wrong with your business model, and that's why an investor would not put money into this right now. That's worth a lot of money and time, and just being able to have that from JSVC, from your mentors, from the people that were reading the executive summary, that was great, even though we didn't make it to the next round. We spent a lot of time writing the executive summary, and the very special component about the executive summary for GSVC was that we really had to track our social impact in a very concrete way and almost try to monetize. So we had to monetize the social value that we claimed our venture would bring about. So really trying to think like, how would you translate this into money, or how would you explain? It really makes you think deeply about what your social mission is, how you're going to measure, and how you're going to scale it. So I think that's really unique to JSVC, because the other ones you're trying to really look at how to scale it, but not necessarily while keeping your social mission intact, and actually have it be a core part of your DNA for your venture. Have fun. It's just gonna be a lot of crazy nights, and like really trying to like finish a deadline for the very following day. There might be like disagreement among like members of the group, and like maybe some egos issues coming about. It's always interesting because you're creating like something from scratch. So pretty much every 5 seconds you're making a decision. Should we go this way? Should we go that way? And then if you're out with a group of like 3, 4 people and everybody has a different idea, it's hard. You have to compromise. You have to be willing to listen and to be open to others' ideas. And I guess you have to have sort of like the main characteristic you need as an entrepreneur, which is to be flexible. I don't think there's many entrepreneurs, social or not, that are successful and are not flexible. And so I would say like be flexible with your teammates, and especially with your business model. Because if you have a business model that's like written in stone, you're just not going to be able to make it, because chances are your business model will change once or twice at least before you think you're up to something. So be flexible.